Hey, this isn't where you usually are on Friday mornings. Uh, okay, so this is embarrassing, but yesterday I was using my computer here, and I left the power cord to my computer here. So I had to come back here much earlier than I thought I was going to. Hence why we're here right now. If you can't tell, this is the second time since I've done any of these videos where, here's the thing. Obviously, when I first started making videos, I lived with my parents for actually for a long time, but from again, the very first video I ever did to September 2019, I was pretty much living with my parents. Only one other time have I ever had to come here for doing a video, and that's because I saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 at a very late hour. They want to drive all the way back here, all the way back to my apartment, unless my parents were gone, so yeah. Don't worry though, it's fine. I mean, again, it actually allowed me to get up earlier and do a couple of things, which is awesome. So naturally my low is that I kind of had to rearrange a few things to make this video happen. But my high was yesterday's episode of Hot Ones. Seriously, watching Heidi Klum take on the Wings of Death. I mean, again, that's the great thing about being a Hot Ones fan, especially when you pay attention who the guests are. Because, like a box of chocolates, you never know who you're going to get. Any Forrest Gump fans out there? And my act of kindness was I helped my mom watch my nephews yesterday. I mean, I'll tell you what though, outside of the circumstances of where we're at, it's been hot. Good God. This is the third day in a row, to my knowledge, I've complained about just how hot it is. I never complain about how hot it is. I like to think that I'll always prefer hot over cold any day of the week. But, not that I find it intolerable, but there are lots of people I know that just find it unbearable. And, in case anyone's wondering, it is 6:35 in the morning right now. And, hold on. See, that's actually one really cool thing about doing this at my folks' place, because I'm actually looking at my notes on a giant TV. It's so cool. I do believe today is it the longest day of the year? I do believe today is the longest day of the year. Oh. It started yesterday at 4:50 p.m. So we are in the longest day of the year right now. So a happy summer solstice, folks. I believe now we can officially say it is the first day of summer. For real. I know that there are a bunch of kids in different parts of the country that no longer are in school already. Actually, by now, I'm pretty sure school isn't going on whatsoever, unless you're doing a summer program or something. I do know that there are some graduations that are occurring, either now, if they didn't already happen, they're happening today. So, for those students who are graduating, go from 4th grade to 5th grade, or 6th grade to 7th grade, or 8th grade to 9th grade, or just graduating high school, or who knows, maybe you've already graduated college. I hope you enjoy your summer. If summer's already happened for you, I hope that your summer is going well so far. And as long as I'm here at the moment, speaking of heat, let's talk about Hot Ones. So, Heidi Klum, I find it really, if you were to watch this episode, and then when she immediately says that, like, she handles, like, nothing but mild food. Like, she was legitimately, like, nervous about doing the Wings of Death. You wouldn't believe it. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, there were definitely parts where she thought things were too hot. But not too hot for her to handle. In fact, a certain moment happened in the episode that, let's just say if you were feeling drowsy at the moment you were watching this episode, I'm sure it probably woke you up. But let's get to what they talked about in this episode. For starters, Heidi Klum talked about, like, the most frightened she's ever been being a judge on AGT was when they shot an apple off her head, which I do believe I remember watching that before. I forget what season it was, but I know for a fact I've seen that before. Just the idea of, like, I mean, for those of you who don't know, there was this one sort of game you see on Looney Tunes. I watched Looney Tunes. Gosh, I'm old. Called William Tell, where you shoot an arrow at someone, but it's aimed at an apple on top of somebody's head. Now listen, I know how to fire a bow and arrow. Do not ever trust me to fire an arrow to shoot an apple off someone's head. Because here's the thing. To make sure I wouldn't hit anyone, I would, like, miss on purpose. With my luck, if I miss, I'd probably hit someone or something else. So, yeah. Heidi being nervous about an apple getting shot off her head, I feel you. Let's see. She talked, because she's also the host of Germany's Next Top, or either she's the host of Germany's Next Top Model or the judge for Germany's Next Top Model. Where, like, one of the biggest, like, mistakes that she's seen is, okay, I find it baffling, and, I agree with her wholeheartedly on the following. There are lots of women, and even men, well, actually, what I'm about to say pretty much only applies to women, no offense. But there are women who want to become, like, models. Like, they want to walk the runway and show off fashion, do, like, fancy poses and stuff. And they've never walked in heels. Like, I guess as a guy, I don't really notice that sort of thing simply because, I mean, listen, I'm old school. I mean, don't get me wrong. Pretty shoes on a woman, pretty dress on a woman, jewelry, whatever have you. That looks nice on a woman. But at the end of the day, I'm talking to this, okay? Like, the eyes are up here. See, ladies? Men do know what that means. Anyway, point is, like, I'm not really going to look at someone's feet so much as I'm going to look at someone's face. But even I have to agree, like, a woman wants to be a model yet has never walked in heels before. What are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? Let's see. They talked about how Heidi Klum worked with musicians like Tiesto and Snoop Dogg, and how surprised, like, the collaborations were when they worked. That was really cool. She talked about how the most expensive outfit that she's ever worn on the runway also set a Guinness World Record for the most expensive outfit that was ever worn. What's even funnier is the outfit was simply a bra and panties. Well, listen, I've never doubted how beautiful of a person Heidi Klum is. But that image of her because they showed the image on the Hot Ones of her wearing a diamond encrusted bra and panties. Diamond encrusted, like diamonds and rubies. And there's a reason why this is the most expensive outfit that she's ever worn. And again, the Guinness World Record for the most expensive outfit ever worn. $12.5 million bra. Plus $750,000 for the panties. That's $13.25 million. That's insanity. Like, I mean, yeah, I know because of the gems and stuff, but as a concerned individual, a rather conservative individual, and someone who's seen The Wolf of Wall Street, I have to ask, could that outfit cure cancer? Because that outfit better be able to cure cancer if it's that much and someone's wearing it. Oh, you know what? I actually did predict this. They didn't actually say it was explained that, Graham. But come on, this had to explain that, Graham. Where they explained all of Heidi's Halloween costumes, which I knew it. I knew they were going to do that. I knew they were going to talk about Heidi Klum's costume. Specifically, the one where she got like a bunch of women that were about as tall as her, had the same hairstyle as her, had the same build as her, and she had like a clones thing going on. She talked about how one costume she did, she was in like the makeup with like getting like prosthetics on and makeup from like 8 o'clock in the morning to like 10 o'clock at night. And how like people could actually watch it in real time, which is insane. Also the fact that she was in a giant worm costume with like her hands and like feet together, couldn't really move or do much. Like, I mean, listen, I had several friends, you know who you are, who live for Halloween. In fact, one particular friend I know just got themselves like a new pumpkin like lantern and like a few other things while preparing for fall. Yes, it's only the first day of summer now, and my friend is already getting ready for fall. Like, this person is like the de facto numero uno Halloween fan of the 607. And I would never question my friend's love for the holiday that is Halloween. She could never possibly outdo Heidi Klum. I am sorry. She couldn't. No way. But, again, that's like an ant going, like, trying to outdo Heidi Klum on Halloween would be like an ant going up against an elephant. You're not going to win. Anyway, she talked about the pros and cons of no longer living in a monoculture, which, you know what, I'm not going to lie. Not only is it the first time I ever heard the word monoculture, I actually had to look up what that word means. But to put it simply, it used to be that for lots of people to get like the big famous jobs, like makeup artist and actor and whatever, like you had to go to like school for that stuff. But, you know, nowadays you got people who really are gifted that have the talent, that are self-taught, or maybe they were taught by someone who may not be professional, or maybe they learn how to do things themselves. And if we were living in a monoculture, those people that I just mentioned, either like they never went to school or they learned how to do things themselves, like they would be frowned upon. But now we've been more accepting of, I mean, listen, I have a college degree. I'm very aware of the opportunities that it does present me. But I chose that path to get a college degree. That doesn't have to be yours. I mean, chances are whoever is watching this probably does have a college degree. Or if you don't, you know what? You chose your own path. And I'm sure you're living a good, happy life because of it. So good for you. We don't judge here. She talked about how to make a canoodle, which is essentially like a giant potato dumpling that has like sausage in it. Which I'm not gonna lie, I would try it. I would legit try it. talked about how everyone is always fashionably. Well, here's the thing. Sean, for the bomb, Sean asked, is it overrated or underrated to be fashionably late? Heidi Klum didn't really didn't really hear the question. All she said was, everyone is always fashionably late, but not her. I knew there was a reason why I liked Heidi Klum. Seriously, I cannot tell you how much I value promptness. Like, anyone who knows me knows, if there's a party going on, I will likely be one of the first people there. Because, again, I've always felt it was rude to be late. Then again, if any of you knew my late grandfather, God rest his soul, you would know he valued promptness even more than me. Like, if he was still alive right now, we were still having, like, parties, he'd always be the first one there. No question. Let's see. They talked about how, she's a regular at Burning Man. And so she talked about her ideal afternoon in Black Rock City, aka where Burning Man is. And for one thing, you need to have lots of lights on you. Because there's a lot you're going to want to do, and you couldn't do it enough during the day. Like, there's a lot to do at Burning Man, apparently. I've never been to Burning Man, or Coachella, or any of those big, fancy, events that people talk about. I mean, listen, maybe someday I will. Like again, that's why I need, like, the internet money, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, the videos I could talk about and do if I ever went to those events. Like Coachella or Burning Man. Or you know what? How about we go even further? How about, like, the Met Gala? Seriously, if I was ever invited to the Met Gala, I would totally, like, do a video about that. Just about, like, my experience. Although, I can tell you right now, if I ever was invited to the Met Gala, somebody better be providing me a good outfit. Because I can tell you right now, I am shit in terms of, like, what I can wear to the Met Gala. Like, the Met Gala. Come on. Listen, the only way I'm ever going to get invited to the Met Gala is if some fancy, famous person, like, sees this, takes pity on my poor, unfortunate soul. It's like, you know what? Let's not go to the Met Gala. That ain't gonna happen. It'd be cool if it did, though. And for the last dab, they just asked Heidi Klum to do headshots per bottle of hot ones that Sean asked for. But now I get to talking because it was around, I want to say it was the 7th wing. Because here's the thing, Heidi's outfit was essentially like a jean outfit, like a jean jacket, jean pants. She had, like, a bra on, obviously, but there was, like, no shirt underneath the jean jacket. Like, that's casual for Heidi Klum. When things got too hot, she took the jean jacket off, so it's literally, like, just her bra. Which, listen, I'm a straight white guy who is very comfortable with his sexuality, which is actually one of the reasons why I'm a Pride ally. Happy Pride. Hope everyone's having a happy Pride month, by the way. Point is, I know how to hold in my base urges and stuff, but I gotta admit, if anyone ever doubted how beautiful of a person Heidi Klum is, watch this episode of Hot Ones and you will be proven wrong. I can tell you, though, that in terms of mental toughness, Heidi Klum did great. She was phenomenal in this episode. Honestly, season 25 is shaping up to be a pretty solid season. I mean, honestly, the only thing that was really funny that Heidi Klum did was she forgot, because at the end of every episode, let the people know what you got going on in your life. Because, obviously they pre-recorded, like, every episode. So this episode was made before America's Got Talent starts. Heidi Klum forgot what day America's Got Talent started. And I'm pretty sure it's been going on for just about a month now. Again, that's the hot sauce for you. But no, overall, this was a great episode. Had a lot of fun watching it. And I've actually been having a lot of fun watching America's Got Talent. It's been fun watching it. So, as of right now, you've had Terry Crews and you've had Heidi Klum on Hot Ones. Now we just gotta get to Sofia Vergara, Howie Mandel, and Simon Cowell in the Hot Ones slate. I made a prediction a couple days ago that all 4 judges on America's Got Talent, because obviously they would have to do it while they're promoting America's Got Talent. If they did one America's Got Talent judge per year, they'd be done by 2027. So, you know, why not? I predict that by the end of 2027, all 4 judges that are America's Got Talent will be on Hot Ones. That's my prediction. I'm going to have to stick to it. I hope y'all like this video. Like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys watching Joe Over. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. Oh, happy Friday, folks. And remember, if you guys want to talk to me, let me know today. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.